Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be discussing two sessions, that is session 2 diversity in the living world and session 3 taxonomic categories. Before starting with this session, if you haven't watched session 1 yet, I've linked it down in description box. Please do watch that before watching this session. So without any further ado, let's get started with the first topic, biodiversity. In general, biodiversity is diversity of living organisms or diversity in life forms. It is defined as number and types of organisms present on Earth. It also includes variety of living organisms like plants, animals, and birds, etc. Next topic is nomenclature. Nomenclature means naming. Plants and animals in particular area are known by their local names. Nomenclature is very important because local names vary from place to place. This creates a confusion. So standardizing the name of living organisms such that a particular species is known by the same name all over the world is known as nomenclature. Nomenclature is only possible after identification. Naming or nomenclature is decided by the criteria given by ICBN, that is International Code for Botanical Nomenclature, and ICZN, that is International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. Scientific name ensures that each organism has only one name. Next topic is binomial nomenclature. As the name itself says that binomial, it means two, so two names means binomial nomenclature. This was given by Carolus Linnaeus. According to binomial nomenclature, each name has two components. First component is the generic name or the genus name, and second component name is specific epithet or the species name. Now let us discuss universal rules of nomenclature. Biological names are generally in Latin and are written in italics. The first word in biological name represents the genus, while the second word represents a specific epithet. When handwritten, both the words in biological name are separately underlined or printed in italics to indicate their Latin origin. The first word representing the genus starts with a capital letter, while the second word representing the species or specific epithet starts with a small letter. For example, Mangifera indica. Name of the author always appears at the end of the biological name, that is after the specific epithet. For example, Mangifera indica Linn. It indicates that this species was first described by Linnaeus. Now let us start with the classification. Classification is the process by which organisms are grouped into convenient categories based on easily observable characters. For example, plants, animals, etc. Starting with taxonomy. The scientific term for each category is called as taxa. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species represents the different levels. Based on the characteristics, all living organisms are classified into different taxa. This process of classification is called as taxonomy. Taxonomy is defined as a branch of biology dealing with characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature. Next comes systematics. Systematic deals with different kinds of organisms and their relationship. The word systematic is derived from the Latin word systema, meaning arrangement of organisms. Linnaeus used Systema Naturae as the title of his publication. The scope of systematics now includes identification, nomenclature, and classification. It also takes into account of evolutionary relationships between organisms. Next is taxonomic categories. Taxonomic category or category is a part of overall taxonomic arrangement. Arrangement of categories in sequence is called as taxonomic hierarchy. Each category is known as a unit of classification and is termed as taxon. Starting with the first taxonomic hierarchy, species. Species are a group of organisms with fundamental similarities and which can reproduce among them. For example, Mangifera indica, common name is mango, where indica represents the specific epithet or species. Second example is Panthera leo, commonly known as lion. Here, leo represents the specific epithet or species. Solanum tuberosum, commonly known as potato. In this, tuberosum represents the specific epithet. Homo sapiens, here sapiens represents the specific epithet, and Panthera tigris, commonly known as tiger. In this, tigris represents the specific epithet. Now, second taxonomic hierarchy is genus. Genus comprises group of related species or species together is known as genus. For example, Panthera leo, which is lion, and Panthera tigris, which is tiger, both belong to genus Panthera. And Solanum tuberosum potato and Solanum nigrum brinjal belongs to the genus Solanum. The third taxonomic hierarchy is family. Genus together form family. In family, number of similarities is less compared to genus and species. For example, family Felidae includes genera Panthera, which includes lion, tiger, and leopard, and Felis, cats. Family Solanaceae includes genera Solanum, Petunia, and Datura. Fourth taxonomic hierarchy is order. Group of family forms order. For example, Carnivora includes family Felidae and Canidae. Polynomial includes family Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae. The fifth taxonomic hierarchy is class. Group of order forms class. In class, the similar characteristics are lesser compared to species, genus, family, and order. For example, class Mammalia includes order Primate and Carnivora. Class Dicotyledone includes order Polymoniales and Sapindales. Sixth taxonomic hierarchy is phylum or division. Phylum or division is the group of class. For example, phylum Chordata includes classes like Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, and Mammalia. Division Angiospermae include class Dicotyledone and class Monocotyledone. The seventh taxonomic hierarchy is kingdom. Kingdom is group of phylum or division. For example, kingdom Animalia includes all animals related to phyla, and kingdom Plantae includes all plants related to division. The number of common characteristics decreases from species to kingdom in taxonomic hierarchy. Lower is the taxa, more are the characteristics that the members within the taxon share. Here is the list of organisms with the taxonomic categories. That's all for today's session. Stay tuned for the next session. Thank you.